Hello everybody, this is Brian. Welcome to the podcast. This is an update. I did the haunted house, which supposedly they told the council it was a year-round haunted house, which is bold-faced lie. Council doesn't seem to care. Guess it doesn't matter then. Still got all the kids' heads on the building. Right off the road. I'm on the road, so there you go. This is what you got to see every day. We have to see this every day, year-round. Thank you, council, for doing shit for the people. And I have no idea, because this year they have done shit for haunted house stuff, because I hope that the stuff I put up put a big old wrench in their game, because I want them out of here. I don't want this company to sit here and turn our city into a freaking haunted house year-round crap. I mean, this is a nuisance. Where are the council people? This is a nuisance to the residents in this area, which is houses all the way around here. Let me show you. I'm gonna drive around this curb and get a little bit of look at the heads, so you can see the houses here. See them? They're all over here. Residents have to look at this year-round, and if they live here, yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. This is in the middle of a residential area. They should have tore that building down and turned it into something a lot better than this. Alright, I'll be right back. Now you have to remember, I've been at the council meetings 3 or 4 times over this, and finally got them to, the mayor, to say he's going to take care of it, and he did absolutely nothing. Matter of fact, he didn't even show up to the next one. And then I asked him if things going to be done, and they didn't know. They were playing all dumb to it. So they told me to contact the code enforcement, which, you know what, I'm not playing this runaround game. The council is there to do as the people wish, or what they ask. Something so simple. They were told that when they put that business in there, that they will be running year round, which is I don't agree with at all. I don't even know why they did. And then now it's not running. It's just this year in haunted house was a dump. It was a dive, didn't go anywhere, which I'm happy with, because at least I put it out there, or maybe people just didn't like it. I don't know. So basically, it's just a bunch of kids' heads on the side of a building that little kids have to look at, and maybe that's the brainwashing to it all, to get them to accept it. I don't know. It's really messed up. But here I am now. I'm going to show you, this is an update, another update that I did about water towers, American Water. This town of Wabash, Indiana is like 9,800 people. You don't need 2 water towers. Are you kidding me? All of a sudden they decide to put up this. Now, I know that resembles a water tower, but it's not a water tower. American Water, what are you doing? What do you think that is? Yeah. I mean, a water tower, really? They put all the piping down for this thing already? Yeah, whatever. So they think they need 2 water towers. What do you think that really is? It resembles one, but it's really not. And you know what? Family-owned businesses? There's no family-owned businesses. They built all this from the corporation. The corporations built all this stuff. They just built it. They just built it. It goes all the way down there. This is Living Essentials. This big-ass building right here. Yep. You think that needs a big water tower to run? Yeah. The whole town's got 1 water tower. All of a sudden they think they need 2. That's the assumption. That's the jokery about the whole thing. What do you think that tower really does? I know I got my ideas, but you should all put your heads together and think about it. Why? What do you think that is? Yeah. But here we go. I'm going to go to another location where I did on in Franklin, Indiana. They built homes on a toxic ground that they had facilities on, factories and all kinds of stuff. They did not do any cleanup, and then a whole bunch of people got cancer and all kinds of diseases, and it seems like Wabash is doing the same damn thing. And I've been there talking about this, and I told them about how there's factories I worked for that were just dumping toxins in the ground. They didn't seem to care. So my big worry is, when I show you this next place, I haven't been over there in a little while. I want to see what they've got going on. But from what I understand, they want to build homes and right on top of the toxic ground that was sitting there for 26 years. Over 26 years, this all soaked in the ground, went in the water tablet. They're not going to admit to it. And then I went to the city hall to do a FOIA, and they wouldn't even really do nothing for me. They told me to refer to the city lawyer. Told them to tell me to refer to the internet, and they got some little bit of information on there. But then they want you to subscribe, so therefore they want to know who's all looking this up. Well, I'm not that stupid. I've already researched other towns, and almost every town that has facilities been taken down, has toxins in the ground, are doing this. They're just covering it up. They'll just cover it up and then build homes on it, and they don't care about your health. They really don't, because they get paid for it. They get paid. They don't want to, that's another thing. General Tire and GTX, I think it was, or GX, they were both there. General Tire is the one that put probably most of that in the ground, the toxins. Why didn't they? How's come they're not responsible for cleaning that up? How did they get around where the city or whoever buys it has to clean it up? You put toxins in the ground and you can just leave it so the rain washes it all in and floods it out. And believe me, they drilled holes all outside the property, and they're sitting there saying, well, it never spread. Well, if it never spread, then what were you doing making holes outside the property? I mean, way outside the property. And the backside of it's the Wabash River, where, the facilities I was talking about was dumping toxins in the ground. And I told them about it, and they don't care. They just don't care. So this is how you can tell when your city council is bad, when they don't care about that, or your life, or your health, or your kids, or your families. When they don't care and they just do what they want, you got a bad council. To me, get rid of them all. You don't need corporated governments telling you what to do. I mean, look, this is the only people that are building anything is the corporations. That's why it's all rigged. It's rigged. All right, going to my next destination. Oh, we're resuming here. Let's look at the Wabash water tower, the real one, okay? You can see it back in the distance. Let's see if I can hold it still. There's a water tower. It's been there for years. Now, I don't agree with it. I think it's all a big scam to give you crappy ass water and put stuff in their water. But that's a water tower. Okay? I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so this is where the old General Tire was. And they're supposed to do a cleanup here. And there's nothing being done at this time that I can see. Private property. Private property. Somebody owns it. City's really taking advantage of it. Yep. It goes all the way down here. It's a whole block long and 2-3 blocks long. It's, I don't know, maybe 70 acres. See, no trespassing. I see him do some work over here, but I see a bunch of rock and boulders over there. No cleanup that I've heard of. The most important thing is I'm keeping an eye on to see when they start building, so I can really start. Once they start building it, that's when the investigations are going to get tough, because they're going to want to not talk about it. But anyway, this is an update to the General Tire toxic ground. You can compare it to the one in Indiana where they built all these homes on this toxic ground, and people got cancer and all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can read up on it. It's online. You can also look it up on my other podcasts, earlier podcasts, where I actually talked about it. But this is despicable. There's not been a cleanup. They tell you there is. There ongoing cleanup. No, there hasn't. So there you go. Also, part of the cleanup that they never did. And it's all in a residential area. This is all residential. Residential. I don't know how people can do this to other people. I don't care what your situation is. If you have respect for others, this would never happen. And you know, you can actually try to find out yourselves about, and this is in Wabash, Indiana. It's the old General Tire. The old General Tire property, and you can read up on it. You know, whoever did all the toxins and left it, I don't know how they got away with it. I don't know how they didn't get sued for it. I don't understand. Probably because it's corporated. Corporations get away with murder all day long. They're not held accountable for nothing. It's terrible. It's terrible what our world has come to. The system has been put in place long ago, and it has turned pure evil on everybody. And most people don't even know it. Most people are sitting there with their heads down between their legs and not even giving a crap, or don't have the time to look. But until it happens to you, until you get sick, until things happen to you where you know they're building this around your house. I mean, they're constantly building stuff around people's homes, corporations buying up land, and then they give a crap. It's sad. It's sad where people don't say nothing, they don't fight against it until it happens to them. So therefore they do not love thy neighbor, or they will be fighting for their neighbors, because what happens at their neighbors will eventually happen to you. To all. Yeah. So subscribe. This is my update. These two things, or three things actually. Don't forget the water tower, the so-called water tower. You know, we have a water tower. It will. There's no reason for another one, but they're portraying as it is. I don't believe it for 1 minute. I mean, I'm not that stupid. And like I said, go to your council meetings and find out if they're actually for the people. It didn't take me long to figure out. It didn't matter what I said, what I bitched about. They were going to do what they were going to do against the people. They got plans, and they're doing either what they're told to do, or I really don't know, but they're not doing what the people want. I know that. They're spending money on crazy things. Like Wabash here also spent $750 some No, wait. It was $270,000, I believe, on a property across from Bulldog Battery. And, you know, as our roads are rotting away, they're spending money stupidly. I mean, good luck on your car's shocks and stuff and alignment, because it's getting jacked up because they're not doing their jobs. And like I said, I don't have to go to a council meeting every day, or every month. Once you know they're not for you, then you just report on the stuff they're not doing or what they are doing. Look at their actions. Their action speaks very loudly. Hey, subscribe. Love you guys. See you.